All right, we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing a Warcraft 3 map creation stream. And I hope that my auxiliary mic doesn't pick up the music in my earphone because I don't want to get hit by a copyright strike from listening to music while I do my thing. Because, you know, YouTube's ran by a bunch of morons. Yeah, we're doing a redesign. This map was complete under, what is it, 1.23 patch, but I wanted to make it a lot bigger, so I went ahead and got the, what is it, the Reforged one, just to get a bigger map. And we're just doing a little bit of redesigning on the terrain, the mountains. I'm going to actually go from the jagged cliffs to the straight upright hills right here, kind of like that, what we got going on. Mainly because when I did this, at first it wasn't doing this with the terrain. It's not rendering or blending in correctly, so I'm gonna do a redesign just to fix that because it's really annoying. It's really fucking with me. Actually, we need our map conversion page because we got numbers on the y what is it, the z-axis, I think, just to get the height back at a good number. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that today and see where we can go from there. So we got 947 at the bottom left corner. I think, yeah, the z-axis axis. Yeah, I do this. It's an awkward way to do this, but it's been working. If anybody has any tips or info on how to improve this, I'd be happy to listen. Yeah, guys, check out Tim Smith DJ. I'll totally give him the plug because he deserves it. I think he's only got about 300, less than 400 subscribers. He's a fantastic DJ. He does fantastic work. So yeah, what I've been doing is I have been kind of duplicating the height on the flat ground, and then just coming over and plateauing the cliffs here. This will give us not exact height, but close enough, and it will give us kind of an opportunity to be a little more creative with our cliffs and whatnot when it comes time to smoothing out all the terrain. Because what I'll do is I usually don't do the height until the very end. I usually cover the map with doodads. The only height I'll do are the cliffs, the cliff work. But then I will do all the doodads in detail, and then come back and adjust the height, because there's at times where I just don't know what the heights in the hills and whatnot are going to be like. Okay, so it's the first layer, 819. This is very, I'm sure there's a better way to go about this, but we're going to do it this way just because I got used to doing it. Yeah, I don't want to. I got music playing in my ear. I don't want another copyright strike because then I can't upload shit. And I'm sure it'll be some time till I get people in here to have conversations with, but that's okay. Hell, most of the time I spent doing these maps as a kid, I was talking to myself anyway. Yeah, I started this map in summer of 2023. And I've never really done a desert or barrens map, and I just really wanted to. I'm used to doing foresty maps. So I wanted to try it. And I had this idea. It just kind of, I don't know, I can't remember exactly where it came from, but I wanted to do an homage to the Barrens. That's what it turned into. It actually turned out really good. It's posted on the Hive Workshop, but I ended up deleting all my custom units because I would have had to give credit to a lot of mod makers, and I just did not have the time to go through all of them because there were so many. I'm sure I'll get copyright strikes on that too. Bring it on. Got to give those YouTube desk jockeys some work, right? Yeah, got that copyright strike from jamming the Fred boat. It's not even there. It's freaking GTA radio. Y'all are plugging the wrong artist there. But hey, they gotta get their credit, I guess. We jam GTA radio in our raids, and I guess next time I'll just have to mute the Fred boat. that's just so funny to me. But I guess I can understand. They want credit for their work. I'm actually jamming Tim Smith's the Japanese Garden playlist. It's a pretty good one. I highly suggest y'all check him out if you like EDM music. If you don't like EDM music, yeah, you probably shouldn't check him out. And we'll go over here. And one reason this is a better way of design is there's a lot of unnecessary shadow on ramps, and this will kind of eliminate that problem. Like I smooth them out to the best of my ability, but even then they have these black shadows that should not be there. Actually, we're just going to come around and start from right here when we do that side. Got a fly in my room that's bothering me. I can't wait till he meets the fly tape. 563. A little too high. Yeah, we'll be doing this for some time, unfortunately, until yeah, I have it on a 15-minute. I think it's 15 or 30 minutes autosave. That way, just if my computer decides to fuck up like it usually does, I don't lose all my work. Too many times has my hard work and effort gone for nothing. Well, that's okay. Gives us the opportunity to course correct. Let's go a little back around here. And the name of the game with this is really patience and detail. And mainly the reason why I didn't just redo this map from scratch is I I designed like, oh god, 9 different like classes or heroes with with a max level of 20, and I designed all their abilities with like 6 different levels. And there was a lot of data to enter, and I was not going to redo all that. So I'd much rather just redo the map in its entirety instead of going back and redoing all of those spells and numbers and things like that. It was so fun to do, and to see that end result. I did manage to get them pretty balanced, which is why I don't want to redo it. There's a lot of data, and I'm not willing to redo it all. So I'm just do what I'm rather best at, and do the terrain. 819. It looks like shit now, but you guys are gonna like the end result of this method. Can't have a method without meth. And if anybody, if any Warcraft 3 scenario maker editor is wondering how I'm panning, you just hit the right mouse button and control at the same time, and you can pivot up and down like that, or side to side, I mean. My nephew actually discovered that on accident, and since then it's really helped with my detailing. $6.91. Yep, got me a little conversion list right here beside me. Really helps with doing this. Okay, so we don't gotta go that way anymore. Man, when this thing's all done and complete, it's gonna look so good, this entire map. I did keep the center design in the middle. I just cut out the outsides so I can add more, expand the ground, and just add more to do, more shit to kill. I think we're actually done with that layer. $563. Oh, okay, I already went that way. I think it looks like I just gotta go this way. This way. And if you're a big WoW player, if you've been playing the game for about 20 years like I have, you'll know what is what in this map. It's probably my favorite part. Is it does have its own identity, but for the most part, you can tell what's what. It's kind of enjoyable to see when I did fire it up for the first time when I completed it. When I did finish it originally, it took me a whole month to do the whole thing. Okay, we're gonna level out the outside edge, and then cut down the cliffs and see how it looks. I just hope that I don't get screwed by the doodad limit, because I'm going to have to add way more rocks. Way more rocks, way more spires, to give it a better aesthetic. We'll probably do this across the whole board just today. And I think I'm going to start building toward the Ashenvale area because I really actually like doing Ashenvale type forests. I'm really a forest maker when it comes to this game. All right. Let's flatten this bad boy out. And look at the end result. There we go. I do need to add spires all over here again. So we will do that right quick. Rock spire. I have a lot of custom stuff on here already. And I will probably I can tinker with the variations later. It's all right. Or I can rotate them. Yeah, that's fine. That'll do for now. Same thing right here. 691. 685. Perfect. On the money. What happened to my spires? Oh, you know what? Hang on here. Hang on here. I know what happened. Now we may have to just delete them and put them back. I did have it to where I sunk those down because if you look, there's that little space right there that I don't. And the way I have the camera set on your character on this map, you can see those lines. So I like to drop them down. You can do that with control and page down or page up. Let's go ahead and just reset that. Yeah, control. When you hold control and do just about other functions, it really helps to manipulate the map and manipulate tools and such. Let's go one more. Plateau this bad boy. Also, one thing that helps is to take out the doodad view to do this, but I'm glad that we didn't do that prior to doing this part, because I never would have noticed those spires under the ground there. And I'm just trying to get as close as possible to the heights here of each layer. Again, guys, check out Tim Smith DJ. Uh-oh. Hang on here. We gotta be careful not to intersect with that tile set over there. Oh, come on now. I'm gonna try not to kill this. There we go. Try not to remove. We're gonna try not to remove any units by doing what we're doing. Let's add our. Hang on. Dang it. Zoom the camera in a little bit. That way we don't get. Doesn't lag too much. Oh gosh, is it Barren? It's gotta be Barren Sky. No? Alright, which sky is it? You know what? I think it's Dalaran Sky. No? That is one thing that Reforged has on the original. The sky boxes are way better. They actually show up. See, let's see, Fellwood. Oh, we don't have it enabled. That's why. Duh. Duh. Okay, maybe now we'll have it. No? Still no? Okay, it's got to be Dalaran. There we go. Yeah, the Dalaran sky works really well with the Barrens, the Barrens of terrain. Okay, so we got it there. Do the same thing here. 1075. Mm, 1075. At one more bump. Bam. Okay. Whoops. Okay. And it is kind of hard to get your exact plateau level when it's not squared off. That's why I do it that way. Okay. So I think just double checking here. I think we'll have to add our spire back on that one. 1075 too. So we may as well drag this over here. And then we can flatten this out. These mountains are high right now. Look at that. Wish I was as high as those mountains. $947. A little too high there. I wish I could share this music with you guys. Too bad YouTube kind of sucks. I wonder if they're ran by people with really big noses. But yeah, if you do want to listen to this music, Tim Smith, DJ. He only has about 340 subscribers. Check him out. Support him. And me. Okay. Do we do the same here? Just checking. Alright. 819. Excuse me. Little fly, you need to go to the tape, sir. I can totally see why this would be unappealing to people. After a while of doing it, it gets tiring and just kind of annoying. But the end result is great. I mean, when it comes to gaming, there's nothing more fun than playing your own game that you kind of made. Or map in a game, rather. Because, you know, this technically isn't mine, because Blizzard's copyright rules fucking suck now! So what happens when you miss the boat on Dota 2, you dummies? Y'all could have made that game yourselves, but y'all didn't. For those unaware, yeah, the, what is it? MOBAs. Massive Online Battle Arena. That genre started because of Warcraft 3. Dota was the first MOBA. And it was so successful. Dota was a custom map in Warcraft 3. And it was so successful that it birthed Dota 2. but Blizzard didn't pick up the copyright on Dota 2. Something about that. I don't know the exact details, but they missed the boat, man. And when they redid Warcraft 3 and their awful Reforged remake, they included it in their copyright that any map that you make is not your property. It is Blizzard's property. Not only did they miss a really good opportunity, but they're going to punish their player base for their creativity. Thanks, Blizzard. It's kind of why I play private server WoW, because, you know, who wants to give them money in 2025? Ooh, Vor's Jorn, yes. Don't threaten me with a good time of music. Yeah, we're just going to round this off before we hit the next layer. And yeah, that is one reason why I will never publish this map, because it's technically not mine. As I feel like as long as I don't publish it to a public audience, it will remain mine, and I intend on keeping it that way. So this is really a personal, really a personal map, personal project. I will be uploading Melee game maps to the Hive Workshop, so if anybody goes on the Hive Workshop to download maps and mods, please, you can download my maps as well. Support your humble creators. I don't know. There might be ways that I can get around that. I could post this on GitHub maybe once I learn how to use it. I tried learning GitHub and it was just kind of difficult for me, but I maybe didn't give it the time of day that it deserved, or the attention it deserved. Oh, I think 30 minutes is my autosave timer, which is fine. That's totally cool. I'd rather be 30 minutes than an hour or 15, because 15 is just, yeah, too frequent. Okay, yeah, I'm doing okay. I was thinking I was one below than I should have been, but I think we're good. Actually, I'm kind of getting confused here. Yeah, wait, no. Yeah, we're good. And there is really no rhyme or reason to how I do the cliff work. It's just kind of bleh. Like brain vomit onto a digital canvas. As long as it doesn't look too... Oh, what's the word? Like, I don't like using too many straight lines, because there's not many straight lines in nature. Nature's pretty all over the place and wild. Alright, I think we made our round on that one. Let's go ahead and smooth out the bottom here. Little fly, you need to go away, sir. You need to get the hell out of here. Alrighty. 563. $566. We'll take it. And I'm thinking the method at which I'll do this, I'll probably do cliff work first, and then come back and do this technique, because there's no way to scale and measure when you use the height this way. Unless I do it by the numbers like I've been doing. You know, I think that's what I'll probably end up doing. But I guess it creates boundaries, kind of borders in a way. Let's segue for a bit and come over here and do this part. We need 819. So this map, yeah, it's the Barrens, and then I got the Ashenvale Stone Talon, Thousand Needles, and with the increase in size, I think I can add even more. Sadly, Duratar doesn't make an appearance, but I think I can do something about that to accommodate the Duratar lovers. But we'll just have to see. 691. That one was quick. We actually don't need to do that. We can do it this way. Yeah, there we go. Ah, should have done that. That looks so weird doing it that way. But hey, this technique works for what I'm trying to accomplish. I think this one's ready to chop down. Let's see how it looks. Ah, hang on here. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Fairly decent. Now I have that problem right over here in this section too. I'm not totally sure how to address, but we'll figure it out as we go. I may have to leave that as a cliff face. This was the last set of the last, I think, mountain range that I was working on when I stopped. 8, 19. Too high. Yeah, when it comes to that section heading towards like the big lake and river, I may have to rethink my strategy around that. I know I can come up with something. Hang on here. That's the wrong layer for the level, but I did round that off. Tim Smith, ladies and gentlemen. I'll plug it again. Always check him out. You won't regret it. It is scientifically proven that jamming EDM will keep you younger. Plus, if you just don't like EDM, there's probably something wrong with you. You should get yourself checked out. Okay. 563. Ooh. Went really low with that one. 564. I'll take it. That'll do, pig. I was gonna get a drink after I did one of the last cliffs. I totally forgot. I'm in the zone. Ah, dang it. I just did the same thing I did a second ago. There we go. Not now, Chief. I'm in the zone. Yeah, this was kind of messy when I stopped. So we're going to... Oh, hell. Let's try this. Bam. No. That will work. Not going to mess with it too much. There's a thing when you do cliffs in a certain way and you try to mix and mash, like when you try to blend two different cliff terrain, like this right here, it's really hard to blend them together. Like the game just won't let you do it. I'm sure there's mods, but I haven't looked into them. Before I really started to redesign this map, I had it down so good. I was very proud of what I had done with it, but I wanted to make this map bigger. So that's why we're here. So we're gonna trim this back a bit. We're gonna, yeah, we'll refine this little cliff wall right here. And then we'll drop it down again like we've been doing. That's where the Venture Co. oil field would be if we're talking barrens. If we're talking geography of Warcraft. Ooh. And the only thing that sucks about doing this way is you can't make use of the cliff terrain. Like these. That's the downside. I mean, I could probably, I could probably do exceptions, like the way I have this cliff right here for the cave entrance, but it'd just be a little difficult to do. Yeah, this is gonna look great when it comes out, when I refine it and tweak it and redo it. It's gonna look awesome. side because I don't want to try to put too many rock spires there. I'm leaving a lot of open spaces for that. We'll put one right here. Actually, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Or I'm back, excuse me. Can't be talking about my two selves now. I had something planned for right there, but I cannot remember what it was for. There's a way we could fix. Yeah, there's a way we can do that to where we don't have to worry about the terrain. I think I may just have to do what I've been doing with the height conversion thing. But hey, we'll see. But for now, we're gonna get this carved out. Remember to avoid straight lines as best we can. Whenever you see a kind of a opportunity to cut something, to avoid straight lines in nature. You know, because nature's not straight. I mean, nature can be gay sometimes. Hope I don't get in trouble for that too. Ooh. You know, the political landscape we live in right now. Ooh. This side didn't morph over from when we changed it. There we go. Yeah, I think the goal for today is we'll get these cliffs kind of made out on the Ashenvale side. I might do it here too. We'll see. And I want to actually start with the Ashenvale Forest. And my plan is to start from this side and go clockwise around the map. Yeah. And if you're wondering why there's like still some doodads and stuff left around, that's still there because they're set up for triggers. I'm pretty sure those Ashenville trees I have those wisps designed to go towards them, float towards them. Uh-oh. Big straight line. Curves. Diagonal straight line. Ruh-roh, Raggy. I think that'll do for there. Kind of narrow right there, but that's okay. This map's gonna be so fucking good when it's done. Can't wait. It's just probably gonna take probably 2 months if I really dig my heels in and do it. I'm actually gonna leave that bear right there. Alright, gotta change that little line there. Okay, so I think that's what we'll work with right now. get to working on that conversion. Looking at 974. Ooh, way too high. Way too high. Sorry, 947. Yeah, maybe it said 974. Maybe my dyslexia was kicking in. I think people might confuse dyslexia for lack of sleep and attention, maybe. Like, I think some people just get their numbers and letters jumbled up because they're not paying attention or they're not getting adequate sleep. Might be my case. We're gonna do something crazy and stretch across here. There we go. Yeah, that was a gamble, but hey, it paid off. What can I say? I'm a gambling man when it doesn't come to anything besides money. You get money involved. I have my dad's luck. Just start losing my ass off. But man, if it doesn't involve